Realization, I should probably have like a little like intro thing like for the news so that I can talk about the news without having the news immediately on the screen. But you know me, half-assed budget sometimes. Alright, let's do some news. So this is actually going to be a pretty long one. So strap in, guys. We've already been streaming for like 50 minutes, but we'll probably end up going for like an hour or two here. And then I'll probably switch over to Monster Hunter. Welcome to the Neko News with your host of the most, Daimono. No games, only news. The only news stream. Oh, is this the thing you linked me, CJ? Oh, I need to sneeze. What's this? Oh my god, Sinnoh remakes leak. Just how I remember them. Shit, yeah. Pikachu with a gun. Thank you, CJ. Look at this cursed shit. Alright. So, Pokemon news is actually tomorrow, so we'll probably be doing a Let's Watch of the Pokemon announcements, post of their actual reveal. But yeah. Mon Hunt in 50. Mon Hunt in probably like 2 hours. Rinse. There is a lot of news here. I might be here for a while, so we'll see. Normally I do news at like... Mo, why have you linked me this? Mo, why have you linked me this cursed image? Mo, why have you linked me cursed image? I love that. So, just so you know, I didn't think Elden Ring was going to be at that state of play. Mostly because, one, it's too early. Two, the suggestion is that we will probably be getting something to do with Elden Ring shortly before E3. It is still quite a while from E3. But yeah. 2000 Zenny for Mo, and then you can put it directly back into the channel. Piss isn't trending in Australia. Fuck me. So if you guys don't know, from what CJ just mentioned, there's a weird thing in Australia on our Twitter. Almost nightly, or a lot of the time on the weekends, we get piss trending in Australia. Now, this could mean, obviously, being on piss, the drink, talking about beer or getting drunk. But, just sounds like Australia is a bit obsessed about piss. You play something else to them? Yeah, that might be a good idea, but some might be a little while. There's a big set of news that we've got coming up. Alright. Let's dig on in. So yes. First up, three Monster Hunter anniversary events are coming in March. Now, they've got here, we're going to have the digital event in March, which will probably see a lot of stuff related to Rise and Stories, but it's like we're probably going to see some of the last like stuff to do with Rise over these 2 events, just before its release. And then there's also the community live stream that's coming up. So we're probably going to see some monster reveals. We might see a new mechanic thing. We might see the actual swapping of skills. Who knows? But if you're a fan of both Monster Hunter Rise and Stories, sit tight. We're probably still going to be getting quite a bit of news for a little while, which we will very much be covering, but you know reasons why. Lagging incoming? Oh man, they're really holding out on me, Genki. They're really holding out on me. Larian Studios open Guildford Studio. So Larian is the studio who have made Divinity Original Sin and the Divinity series. Very good games. And they got hired to make Baldur's Gate 3, which has had rocky development from what I can tell. It feels like they bite off a bit more than they can chew with each of the games they make, and then they get better over the years as they update them. Oh, excuse me. But we have a new studio being made in England, which should help support them. So hoping that might help with some of the post content. I think the fact that there's still not... I don't even know if the full story is in Baldur's Gate 3 yet. I'm really holding off until people go, yeah, this is the definitive, this is what this is what Baldur's Gate should be, before I touch it. Because I really, really like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. But Divinity Original Sin 2 took a lot to get to a point where it felt like this is a full, fledged game that you can enjoy and stuff. But yeah. Pokemon Hunter team up to kill Charizard. Shit, we gotta kill Charizard now. What does his skin even look like? Najarala, airships confirmed. Well, Najarala has a high chance. I think Najarala has a pretty high chance of getting in. Persona 5 Strikers launch trailer. Highlights and to skip the road. So Strikers is out. I really want to play this. If you're a Persona 5 fan, play Strikers. If you're a Warriors fan, maybe not so much. This is more of a, like, Persona 5 fans game. It continues the story. Looks really good. Looks like exactly like Persona. Very stylish. But I have yet to... have you played any? No, I haven't actually picked it up yet, Mo. I want to play it, but the thing is, I will not be playing this on stream. If you haven't seen already, I've already talked about how Atlas are a pain in the ass, and they are restricting people very heavily from being able to play this game on stream without spoilers. So I'm not going to take my chances. Japan, Atlas, just bopping anyone left and right. So gonna just chill out. But I'm looking forward to playing this game a lot. It's really good. There's a giant issue with the audio mixing for voice lines. It's super strange. Are you playing in English or Japanese, Mo? No, Charizard is useless, so he doesn't drop materials. No, I think Charizard's impossibly important. That's the problem, CJ. You're playing in English? I wonder if it's an English thing. Maybe have a look at, like, switching it over to Japanese, man, and see how it feels. Maybe.
Gimme,
hey, Rainbow.
Chicken tendies, be they crispy or from Wendy's. Spend my hard-earned good boy points on Kids Meal Bull Pit burger joints.
So we did actually cover last week the Blizzard reveal showcase for BlizzCon. There was quite a lot of games, if you didn't see. So we got like some Hearthstones, we got some WoW, we got a little Overwatchy look in. Diablo 2 remake was announced, and it looks like they're going to have cross progression. They're going to have a bit of cross play. Yeah, so if you like the original Diablo 2, this looks like Diablo 2. I think the team working on it have done a pretty good job. It still looks like the slow-ass Diablo I remember, but yeah, pretty cool. And additionally, they also showed off a bit of footage for how Diablo 4 is going to work in terms of its classes and just general gameplay. It really does look... oh man, they don't have the video on here, but they have it. Watching the gameplay, it looks like a cross between 2 and 3 now. It looks a lot more traditional for Diablo, and it looks really simple. It doesn't look like it has the advanced skill stuff that they had in 3, like supers and like ruining your abilities and things like that. But it might be just the start of the game.
This is the greatest plan.
No problem, Armin. Hey, Armin. Bye, Armin. But yeah, doesn't bother me that too much because I can read. I can just read it, but it's kind of glaringly obvious. Don't know how you missed it. Oh, I don't know. I wonder if something went weird with the localization, Mo. I might have to have a look at that. I'll probably play around with it. I don't really like the English voices too much in Persona 5, but I'll probably be playing it in Japanese, but I'll check it out, I think. Very strange. But yeah. The Rogue looks alright. It looks like the Rogue combined with the Demon Hunter. And I don't know. It looked a little bland. That's my only issue. I love Diablo, but I don't know. I think 3 spoiled in terms of what they can do. Additionally, it kind of reminded me a lot of like some of the stuff I saw visually. Looks like they're leaning into how Path of Exile have been doing a lot of their visuals now. So I wonder whether or not we're going to see some Path of Exile bleeding into what Diablo 3 is, because Diablo 4, because fuck me, if you haven't played Path of Exile and you like ARPGs, you're really, really missing out. It's a really, really fucking good game. Little ugly, but very, very good. Now, a lot of you probably saw this news. The cancelled N64 game, Dinosaur Planet, released by Forest of Illusion. So, Dinosaur Planet, or commonly known as the released game, Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube. Originally was an N64 game, and it had nothing to do with Star Fox. And they don't have the screenshots here. Here's some copy. I don't know if anyone's got any images here. I don't know why Silicon Era hasn't been doing a lot of extra images this week or videos. But yeah. You can see low poly Fox and Crystal. Oh my god, Crystal looking crunchy. Crystal looking real crunchy. So if you haven't seen this, pretty cool. I kind of want to play this just because of the fact that I actually do like Star Fox Adventures. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I actually do enjoy it. Oh, there's more footage down here. Oh my god, General Scales! But yeah, shit. That was pretty crazy. That's like a really, really insane thing to come about. You don't really see that too often now. KOF 15, Shizuru Kagura officially teams up. So we actually started, so the fighting game panel happened last week or so, and quite a bit of fighting game news came out. And one of the big ones, obviously, is a KOF character reveal, which we had Shizuru Kagura. Now, I didn't really play with Chizuru, so I'm not sure how many of her moves I'm going to be like, hey, I remember this, I remember that. But KOF is KOF. Like, you can watch a KOF character and you're like, yeah, that's a KOF character. Yeah, I mean, she looks like how she looks. Actually, holy shit, that actually looks really bad. When her clones come out, her spirit images, check this. That does not look great. That does not look fantastic. But KOF filling off its roster. Like, KOF has easily some of the biggest rosters in fighting games because of the fact that they have 3-person teams. But yeah. Crunchy Crystal. He was pretty crunchy. Oh, they didn't even show off when the balls hit. What the fuck? Yuri was about to get fucked there. It was a crazy one. I saw a lot of people. I actually had people come by in the chat and tell me how they were upset about this. Tekken 7 Season Pass 4 teases a new character from Poland. The final character, and possibly the final character fully in Tekken, because supposedly I think this is the last Season Pass, is a Polish Prime Minister. Yeah. Pretty weird. She seems cool. I like her. But I don't think it's necessarily what the people who were waiting for Tekken's finale character to be. So, bit of a tour in the community. And she kind of looks a little generic, but at sometimes some Tekken characters do look a little boring. I like that they use real life footage though.
Muszę wygrać w imię wszystkich Polaków.
That's it. That's pretty much all you're getting for a while, guys. So we'll see about her in the future, but she's got a scar. She's a Polish Prime Minister. She seems okay. I think she's got a bit of attitude. Apparently she has some connection with the Misha clan. So we'll see how that plays out, I guess. Samurai Showdown will get a Guilty Gear fighter as a DLC. Now this is pretty crazy. So we're getting an SNK and ArcSys crossover. I think this is the first SNK ArcSys crossover. I might be wrong, but yeah, I don't know which one they're gonna pick. I mean, it's a samurai game, so there's a few different traditional-esque Japanesey sort of characters they could pick. I don't think they're gonna pick Sol. There's a high chance they could pick Baiken. I think Baiken would make sense. Fuck, they might pick Nagaryuki, but he's a brand new character. They've suggested Anji here. Anji would fit. So there is a few choices, but yeah. High damage in Samsho. So I don't know. I don't know if it's I don't know what character they're gonna pick, but it could be cool. I'm not really a big fan of Samsho as it stands right now, but Like, still, I'm excited to see new characters and new crossovers and companies working together because fighting games do that well. Speaking of Guilty Gear, we have got the reveal for the final character for Guilty Gear Strive. And we knew it. We all saw it coming. The last antagonist of the Guilty Gear universe. Well, the one that's at least still operating. It's your girl. I know. Ino. Nice time to drop this too, right at the end of like the beta.
止められると思ってるやついる?
This song, by the way, is choice. Fuck, her new design is fantastic. It looks so good. The crazy thing is, she looks mostly like like I don't know if there's like anything here where I'm like, this doesn't look like her. This looks like how she fights. And that's a little terrifying because of how Guilty Gear Strive works. She might be oppressive as fuck. And I like this, they show off both Sol and Kai fighting against Ino here. Both of them needing to use their dragons installs. So, assumably, Ino became very strong at the end of Exerd. Because she seems to have fully unlocked whatever power she possessed. Because if you don't know, Ino doesn't know what she is. And she has a conversation with Jack-O, who kind of reveals to her what she is. And she is not happy. She is not happy that that man knows what she is. And she seems to have new powers that seem to be very strong. Her super looks stronger than ever. I actually think this, I don't know if this is her, it's not her super, I think it's her insta-kill, which suggests insta-kills might be returning back to Guilty Gear. So that's pretty cool. But her design looks fantastic. I'm pretty excited about this, just because this gives us, I think it's our first real hint as to what the lore might be. But the fact that she can teleport, she is obviously going in and out of the backyard now. So, holy shit. So the characters get stronger and weaker in games as the story goes on? Some of them do. It depends on what they are. I think this is revealing that Ino is actually a gear. Or she is something more connected to the backyard than we ever had realized. The backyard is like an alternate dimension of raw power, CJ. It's like, it's directly connected to our world. So at a certain point in time, the invention of the backyard and the Gear project split the timeline of our world into the Guilty Gear universe. And basically this dimension that exists parallels to ours, Ino launches nukes. She can do whatever she wants. She's a witch. She taps directly into the backyard, I think. But yeah. She's very, very strong. She's a real pain to fight. But she's quite hard to learn really well. So I don't think you're going to be swarmed by seeing Ino players, but she's definitely going to be really strong. That's for sure. Especially as a boss character, I reckon. But yeah. Oh shit! Tanuki! Tanuki's joined right as we get to talk about the end of the roster. Oh, you're playing 14. Oh, nice. How you doing, Tanuki? Oh, look, the thing's working.
You know what's gonna happen?
Oh, we get to see blob attacks.
There you go, bruh. There you go, bruh. Thanks for the landing, bruh. I'm all covered in ketchup.
I'm good. How are you? I'm good. We're gonna probably be playing some Monster Hunter later. I don't think. Do you have? Oh, no, you didn't have a. You're not up to end game with GU yet. Guilty Gear looks promising. I'm really excited for Strive. That beta was super fun. I am super down to play Strive more. I have some issues with some of the changes they made from Exerd to Strive, because I went back to play a bit of Exerd after we finished Strive beta, and I think I still like the feel of Strive a bit better. But holy shit, I think that this game will be big. This is going to be really, really, really big. Pokemon news tomorrow? Yeah, Pokemon news tomorrow, Tanuki. Hold on. That'll be. I will definitely do a let's watch for that tomorrow. But also, thank you for the raid again, Tanuki. How was Final Fantasy? That's okay. I'm hella tired from oh, you did double charity. Holy shit, Tanuki. Get some rest. Congrats on the charity stuff. Guys, if you don't already follow Tanuki, she's an amazing British streamer. She does a lot of Monster Hunter with us. She's a part of Sapphires, and she does like Final Fantasy and a few other games as well. Fighting game night confirmed. I don't know about that, Genki. I don't know how much I could probably do fighting games on stream too easily, because they're too one-on-one. I don't really like doing that too much. You want some God of War news? Oh, I'm sorry, Rosary. It's got to be a while. If the leaks about that information is true, there's a high chance that it's been heavily delayed, unfortunately. So, yeah. Soul Cal's 6 Night. 3D Fighters and me. I like Soul Cal a decent amount. I like it more than Tekken. But I still don't quite gel well with it. God of War, we dropped the number edition. God of Nevermore. Alright. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And I think we also have one more, so we have one more fighting game announcement. EX Layer is actually getting another version of it called Another Dash, and it's been announced for the Switch. I don't know if it means for the Switch first, and I didn't see the changes, but I am not a huge fan of Street Fighter EX, which is what this game is based on. And what is up with the audio on this? Man, this looking crunchy as fuck. Holy shit. So this is on the Switch. This is unappealing to look at. Oh no, they're a very small indie dev team in Japan, and you kind of can feel it. This looks rough. This looks really, really rough. So I don't know if I read this correctly, but I think I remember reading this one actually doesn't have the Goki system in it. They removed the unique thing that's in Fighting EX Layer to put in something else, but I don't really know. That looked not fantastic. Oh. New Virtua Fighter when? Probably never, Genki. You never even heard of this, yeah, so that's the thing. I think a lot of people haven't heard of it, unfortunately. Abs everywhere, that's fighting games. Can you say shock absorption? Shock absorption. Shock absorption. Shock absorption? Shock absorption. They have a very small team. They do. Well, it didn't really even do super well in Japan, Genki. Like, I don't know. They're a funny team because they broke off from Capcom, and they're kind of making their own way, but at the same time, it's sort of it doesn't feel quite right. There's some old hats in the industry too, though. Don't make me buy Virtua Fighter IP and make a new version. You do it, Genki. I'm fairly sure there's people out there would die to have another Virtua Fighter game, but I think it's going to be a long time before that happens. Sega has no interest in it. Oh god. Is this how I end the fighting game news? Okay, so we already talked about this before, but holy shit. If you haven't seen me post on Twitter about, like, flossing Chun-Li and Ryu, I can't believe this is a thing. They put Chun-Li and Ryu into Fortnite. So you can play as Ryu with a gun. You can finally live out your dreams and play Ryu as a gun. Fortnite is a menace. Fortnite, you're a menace. You hear me? I can't afford it. Chun-Li looks great. No, Genki, you can't be real. You think that looks good? Man, the amount of people making fun of them, like their faces, like Ryu actually looks okay. Chun-Li looks not great here. This means that Chun-Li and Ryu are Star Wars because of Fortnite? Oh, God. We're just gonna get all the crossovers. Everything is everything. I mean, Street Fighter already has a heap of like cross-universe stuff because of Street Fighter, like Smash Bros. But oh, okay. Remember remember, Genki, without any, like, cappers in there, I can't tell when it's sarcasm. Just wait until Monster Hunter crossover. I really, really can't wait for Monster Hunter to be in Smash. Monster Hunter will never be in Fortnite, though. That will never, ever happen. Fortnite still exists? Oh, Rainbow, you have no idea. It's still huge. It makes so much money. They're, like, doing new waves and shit. Hey, something's poking my butt. Why are these ads a thing? I don't know. It's these ads are all over Reddit, I've noticed. I can't believe them are here on Gamatsu. Alright, away from fighting news. Arxis Game is to announce that its new Games Plus Expo for 2021. So it's going to be happening March 4th. That's not very far away. So if you're a fan of a lot of smaller Japanese titles, a lot of anime ones, shit yeah. Really excited for this. It'll be good. Don't let Prince see that. I think he's around. I think Prince is lurking around somewhere. I think he's playing something now though. God. Resident Evil crossover in PUBG was alright. Oh, there was I didn't even know there was a Resident Evil one. But yeah. No! CJ! Arxis Games, yeah. So, Arxis Games, Axis Games, saying the wrong thing. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to see what will be at New Game Plus. And there's usually a few tasty morsels in there. You're a problem? I'm not a problem. I'm fine. It takes 2 gameplay trailer and screenshots. So we've already seen this game. We've already actually watched the original trailer for it. This game actually looks genuinely interesting. I'm not a big fan of this studio, but oh, fuck, I don't need to hear. Fuck the Oscars. But this game genuinely looks like really charming. It looks really, really well modeled. Minus this dude. Fuck this book. This book is nightmare fuel. But the game itself looks really, really good. Small doll people, duo platforming, very charming sort of dialogue and acting. The mocap seems to be really good. Various types of gameplay, but yeah, looks alright. I'm going to play it and return it for money. The cutscenes look really sweet. Yeah, I think I kind of want to play this with my girlfriend because this looks like a really fun co-op game. I don't know if it's going to have online co-op though. I think that the other game did that they released, but I'm unsure. Oh shit, it's B-Movie now. We're watching B-Movie. The lead dev said he'll give you cash if you get bored with the game. Such a weird guy.
They're given pieces of a magnet as a metaphor for their attraction. Use the magnets to push and pull your way through danger.
Wow, there's a decent amount going on in this game. This is really well made too. It's like got a lot of polish here.
You have no sense of time.
She is never at home.
I can't be in 2 places at the same time, can I? Oh, unless you want me to clone myself.
Cloning and no sense of time.
Cody can now control time and reverse objects.
Alright, we're not gonna watch the full trailer, but yeah, I mean, I'm most of the way through it. We'll just watch the last minute of it. But yeah, I think I really like the look of this. B-Movie streaming when? Do you know what, Genki? I was actually thinking of starting up a regular movie night, maybe, because, or at least something to watch, because there's lots of stuff. Did he just swear in a? Sorry, did that man just swear in a child's game? Wait, what was that?
We made the world into, and instead of having collectibles and other shiny we made the world.
He did. What the fuck? This guy is so strange. We need weird eccentrics like this dickhead making games though. We do, but I don't know if this guy... The funny thing is, so I've talked about this previously, this guy has very little involvement in this game. His previous titles he was a lot more involved in. This is actually made by another studio that their studio is doing collab work with, as far as I know, so... I don't think this is targeted at kids. It's going to be like played by kids a lot, I feel like. I'm fairly sure it's a PG game as well. Unless you're talking about the trailer. The trailer probably isn't targeted at kids. He'll pay you $1,000 if you get bored of it. He's not even gonna go into that. He's a Chad. He's not a Chad. He's a fuck. Fuck the Oscars. Man, that's still one of the most awkward things I've ever seen on stage at a games conference. Does the Arcula leave there? Did you say you pay for it? Oh, okay. It will corrupt your kids. I don't think that's going to happen. It looks very sweet. I actually think that's a very charming game. Live action Twisted Metal series. From this to that. I don't really know how they correlate to each other. I couldn't find a good transition, but Twisted Metal. I haven't thought about Twisted Metal in a very long time, and I have no idea why this is coming about, but if you like scary clowns and horror creatures in cars, then I guess we're getting a series. This is made by Michael Jonathan Smith, the guy who wrote and produced Cobra Kai, which I think some people like that, maybe, but very weird. Will Arnett will be the executive producer on it. What the fuck is this? This is just weird news. This is one of those weird news that came about. Remember that one Ubisoft E3 with Mr. Caffeine? What? E3 event with Mr. Caffeine. What is this?
You know, back then,
Oh, it's an Ubisoft one.
looked like this. And thank you. And music looked like this.
Who's Mr. Caffeine? Is it this guy? Is this Mr. Caffeine?
And Charlie Sheen looked like this. That's pre-Tiger Blood right there. Well, I guess I now know where not to take the kids on vacation this year. Hey, want to come over?
My God, this guy seems so nervous. I've never seen this before.
And thanks to the Sony move, here, hold my joy wand. Yes, I'm not afraid of a few dick jokes, thank you. More and more of gaming...
Oh my God, this guy is just so offbeat with the entire audience. Oh my God. Not sure I could watch more of that. I can't. There's only so much cringe I can hold on to. Twisted Metal BR game could be a thing. I mean, I would imagine they would probably see like maybe we're gonna see Twisted Metal return if they're gonna do something like this. It just seems so out of the woods. But yeah, Assad Kizibesh, head of producer, PlayStation Productions, told Variety. Okay. So I forgot the PlayStation Productions is a thing. Surprised that it didn't happen. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 has a new developer. Oh my gosh. I feel like Vampire the Masquerade is a cursed IP. There is so much with this studio, this IP ownership has gone wrong. From lawsuits to things being dropped to cancellations, like now Bloodlines 2 is getting a new developer. This is not a good sign. This is generally a pretty bad thing. And yeah, right. So who's it switching over from? In Paradox Interactive, confirmed the delayed dismissal from Hardsuit Labs. Does it say who's taking over? Since both announced, both Paradox Interactive developer and Hardsuit Labs announced delays. Publisher has been removed from native lead Britain, Minnesota. Creative... Oh, man. I feel like this article doesn't... I want the piece of information, but it's in there, but I can't find it. Welcome back, Forts. How did that happen? I mean, that was ages back, the lawsuit stuff. It wasn't anything too crazy, but they had a few things. I've come back from watching Joshy Vegas, and I've started watching me... Oh my God. Thanks, Arbid. Thank you. How do I time out my own mod? Welcome back, Owen. Also, welcome back, Forts. Sony developing next generation VR. So we're now on the Sony train. There's going to be a bit of Sony stuff. So do you know what's weird about this? Is I actually thought that this was going to be in the Sony presentation. I thought they were going to have something alluding to a VR game at least, or showing a little bit of the system. But they literally have just announced this, so I guess they didn't have enough to show off. But pretty much new VR system, and the PS4's VR supposedly was quite well done, and had quite a few good games on it. So VR, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think it's important that it's still in the industry to hear. So I guess we'll get a new system. Probably, I'm going to take a guess at probably in a year to 2 years. It's going to take a while. Oh my god, Pinky. Pixie. Hey Pixie, how you doing? Something poking your bum? Not my bum, someone else's bum. Or my bum? I don't know. Thoughts? I won't talk about it on stream. I'll talk about it later if you want to talk about it. But how you doing, Pixie? Did you come because of the clip, or did you see the ad again? Someone's poking my bum? There's always someone poking my bum. The clip. Oh my god. It's made its way out there into the wild, I see. Days Gone PC port. Next PlayStation PC game. So, yeah. It looks like we're getting Sony PlayStation ports still, which is still a crazy thing. This is a Sony first game being ported over to PC, and it's very smart for them to do this. I didn't even realize you were streaming. Notifications are so fucked. Yeah, I know. I need to figure out a way to, considering the notifications are so bad, like, I need a way to notify people outside of Discord. I don't really want to spam Twitter is the problem. I don't want to spam, like, various platforms. I'm in a weird state with it. Prince does it in an interesting way where he does it in a thread that he has, and he pins his thread. But, I don't know. I feel like it's a bit spammy, so I don't know. I would really prefer the notifications would work better. But yeah, Days Gone. I'm not going to play this game on PlayStation. I'm not going to play it on PC, but it is good to see more ports coming over. I think the games being not trapped on platforms and exclusivity being reduced, still a good thing. Even if we just move over to timed exclusives, I'm totally okay with that. God, what did I say this time, Armin? Is this a different thing? Please don't tell me this is another clip with me poking bums. What is this one? There's always someone poking my bum. Thank you, Arbid. God, damn COVID delaying GT. Yeah, so Gran Turismo, I was going to say Grand Theft. Gran Turismo 7 delayed for 2022. Now, again, COVID hitting AAA pretty hard. I'm not surprised by this. I feel like this is going to be a very costly year for big AAA companies. They are not prepared for any of this. I don't think many places were prepared for it. But yeah, it's gonna happen. And I don't think this is the worst thing in the world for just consumers. It's a Gran Turismo. It's a little sad that it's been delayed, but it's definitely one of those things that in these delays will hit some of these AAAs that have very big staff numbers and very costly backers. It's gonna really hit them hard. So if anything was to accelerate the games crash, this might do it as well. But the games have been doing very well, just overall. The entire games industry is doing very well with what's out currently, but things in development are having a really hard time. So, bit of push and pull, some good stuff, some bad stuff. I want to be in Spotify while drawing. Spotify? Hey Armin, I love you. If only you went for a yeehaw land. Honestly, you can pick me up and take me out of here. But yeah. I want this, as in you want to play GT? I'm not really see this. So I actually had a discussion with Samurai the other day. He was asking me about what is the difference between races. What do you think races are? And I was like, well, anything that's racing. But there's different types of racing. And I talked about simulation races. This is a simulation racer. These are games that are trying to be as close as they can to the real world. And they are not the only type of races. There's lots of different types. But yeah, GT is probably one of the most pure simulations out there. Dungeon Defenders and Awakened launches on Xbox One in March 17th and PS4 and Switch later. Okay, later, I didn't realize that. But yeah, if you guys have never played Dungeon Defenders, This is a pretty fun game. It's a third-person tower defense style game. Yeah.
Etheria.
You want it in Spotify as a podcast? Oh my god, Forts.
Of living.
Ironically, do you know what, Forts, is, CJ actually talked about that. But maybe one day I have to think about it, considering how much I do of this, so...
Beginning long ago.
But yeah.
4 heroes
Not the greatest looking game ever, but it's very fun.
stood together.
Little samey, but yeah. Dungeon Defenders is pretty fun.
Immortal.
It got a little crazy though with like all the updates and stuff, but... So I'm not necessarily excited for this release, but if you haven't played Dungeon Defenders before, it's probably a good way to access it. So keep an eye out for it if you're interested in that type of thing. Oh, this one's for Genki. I don't know if Genki's still there. El Shaddai Ascension of the Metatron, the PC's first screenshot. So I think this is a sequel, question mark? I don't know if this is a sequel or it's been a re-release. It's been 10 years since the release and we have constantly asked, Is this a, I don't know, Genki, is this a new game or is it like, it's a re-release? Okay, alright. Well, I'll probably have to play it. That's a good way, this is a good way for me to play that game then, because if it's a title that's like, I don't know. If it's a title that's like very much, how do I say, like, I guess a re-release so I don't have to go back and play it on an older console, that's probably a good idea. But I don't know. I think it's probably going to be a good thing for me to play that one because of the fact that it's got very much like it's made by like an important studio, so Fort Worth, the place in Texas. Oh, you guys, right. I like you guys having your own conversation on the side there. Alright, next up. Uma Masume, Pretty Derby finally releases after 3 years. So, yeah. This game took a very long time to come out. So if you guys didn't see this, this is a horse racing simulator game with horse girls. And it looks pretty cute. I actually really like some of the animations. It's very much kind of got the idol culture-y sort of thing around it. But holy shit, it took ages. I actually thought this game was out already, but it's kind of charming. Looks very well animated. Something's poking my butt? I don't know what you're talking about, Armin. This game will be gold. I will play this. I will definitely not be playing it, but it's very cute. There's a lot of personality in this. So I don't know if I think this is a gacha game. I think this is like a horse gacha game, essentially, chat. I think you race your cute anime girls, is what this is. When is farming simulator? I'll import if I get 10 subs. Oh, you'll import the game. This is on mobile, I'm fairly sure. I'm fairly sure you can just get this from the App Store. Oh my god, they got abilities. This girl's cheating. She's using some rainbow attack. Oh, I love this. This is so silly. Ever wanted to see your idol girls sprint for life? I'm gonna go down to tab and slap a few tab you on this one. Imagine going to the TAB and you had to bet on small anime girls. Oh, this is Cygamers. I've heard this was Cygames, but shit. I love that. That's so funny to me. But again, some of the animations in that are really good. If you're into anime girls, idol culture, and weird gachas, this might be for you. I don't know. I needed that one. That one was funny. Nier Reincarnation downloads top 5 million. Holy shit. Like, I'm kind of excited to like have Nier be big. Again, it's one of those things that's a little crazy to me just in terms of like in terms of like, say, I don't know, like there's not too many like cases where I was like, oh, Nier will be something that hits the mainstream audience or people will really enjoy it and all that sort of thing. But oh, I've just duplicated something silly. Oh no. Chat, I've just grabbed the wrong layer. I've just grabbed the wrong layer. Oh no, I've just broken the TV. Chat, I've broken the TV. I grabbed the wrong layer. Why was the TV layer unlocked? Chat, I broke the TV. What have I done? Broke the TV. Where's the TV layer unlocked? What the fuck? Wait, it wasn't unlocked. Oh, it was unlocked. There we go. Hang on. I was trying to do a gag and the gag broke and now I'm sad. Now I'm sad, chat. Anyway, Nier's pretty cool, and 5 million downloads in just Japan. I'm fairly sure. I'm fairly sure that'd be mostly just Japan because it's only in Japanese right now, but we will get it in Japanese. So, but I really can't wait for it to be brought in English and then bring it over. These ads are getting wild. I know. What the fuck? Trying to do the news here. Komatsu, get your shit together. I'm not bad at technology, I just grabbed the wrong layer. I think I'm gonna leave because of the ads. The ads are intense. Rude Hottie digs me? Yeah. Speaking of Nier, I think it's time to watch some Nier. Oh. Balls. I always click the wrong button. I don't know why that other little button does something different. We are getting another trailer for Nier, and I'm very excited because I want to play this game and I want you all to experience how wonderful Nier is. So much. So excited for this game. Wait, hang on, is this an opening cinematic one? No, I think I've watched this one. Young brother Nier.
You can save Yona, Vice.
It's you, isn't it?
No! Stay back! Anyway.
Chat, just so you know, there's an extreme amount of spoilers in this trailer. It probably won't make sense to you lot who are just watching this. There is a lot of, like, I'm shocked that they're showing certain footage here. You won't piece it together, but... Animal Crossing update? Don't worry, we'll talk about that. This game's looking beautiful. I'm so excited to play it. I can't get over how many massive spoiler moments there are. That is live. The car man himself. Kaine looking interesting. I'm not sure I like how Kaine looks now, but
Hope to stand against the Shadow Lord.
I don't want to hurt my ends.
Kill him, you glorious bastard.
I have a reason to live.
Oh, I love the music. The soundtrack to this is so fantastic. Da, 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 da. Hey Selmas, how you doing?
Let me touch your ball. Come here.
Armin, why did you have to do that now?
Right there. That was some good ball touching.
There's some really key moments that they're doing in this, which is weird. Like, I know, the funny thing is, do you know what's crazy about this? It's one of those things where they're not showing off too much gameplay footage. They're showing a good amount of it, but they're showing key moments of gameplay footage, like key boss fights and things, which is bizarre.
Our true memories are still there. How dare you ignore them?
We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so.
I shall fight by their side, now and forever.
I'm tired of this world and everybody in it. But I'll become his sword one last time.
No! Kaine!
I'm gonna save you. I swear it.
Thanks for always being there for me.
Aww. We have to protect Yona. She's precious and we love her. Protect her, always. So I actually had another trailer. I want to double check if this is the same trailer. I'm fairly sure this is the same trailer. Yeah, this is the same one. So there was another article that looked like I had a different thumbnail, but yeah, it's the same thing. But yes, we will be definitely playing Nier Automata before Replicant comes out, and I will probably be playing the mobile game on stream when it comes out too. Wolves! There are wolves in that game. But yeah, how are you doing, Summers? Super Smash Bros. Pyra and Mythra release date will appear next week. So we're going to get a Sakurai Direct about Pyra and Mythra pretty soon. I think it's, does it actually have the date? The March 4th. Wow, a lot's happening on March 4th. But yeah. Wait. Vet's apparently playing Twitch itself. What does that mean? Does this have screenshots? No, so this is the same thing again. Turok 1 and Turok 2, Seeds of Evil launch for PS4. Man, so this is crazy. I talked about this. I'm like, how long will it be before we see Turok re-revealed or brought back for some reason? And it happened. There's Turok. It's happening. It's back. So yeah. Turok, I guess, everyone. I don't even know who owns the IP anymore, like, but some of these re-releases, I'm not quite sure how these are working, like who's got the source code, who's re-releasing it. But yeah. Both titles are currently available in regions where it's already... Oh, so we can already get it, so everyone can go get this. If you want Turok, you can go get Turok now. Cyberpunk 2077, oh my god. Cyberpunk, it feels like it's not a news week without Cyberpunk. 2077 patch 1.2 will be delayed. Now, they're claiming it is a bit on the COVID stuff. They're also claiming a bit of it on the breach that they had, the security breach. But either way, oh man, they've got such an uphill battle for Cyberpunk, I will say. Oh my god, okay, so this is a really cool one. I'm really excited about this one. Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk, well, what? Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Oh, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. It was like, we're getting another Cyberpunk thing. Delayed till 2022. Official trailer and screenshots. So I haven't actually looked at the screenshots, but I assume they're mostly going to be similar to what they are in the actual trailer. But let's check out the trailer, because if you like Jet Set Radio and you like good music, this game is going to be dope. I'm so excited for this game. I love how much it's just Jet Set. It's just Jet Set, and that's okay. We're never getting another Jet Set game. Sega said no, but Indie's taking it up on their own accord. So if you guys don't know, this is the team who brought us Lethal League, and shit, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, pretty fucking cool. I'm so down to clown with this game. Outriders details February 25th. Due demo. Due demo? So if you guys want to play Outriders, which is actually what I think Bear is streaming that today. I don't know if he started yet, but this is the Square Enix shooter. That is actually now being, like, you can now play that now. I thought the art style looked similar. Yeah, it's super duper them. So I'm really looking forward to that game, Armin. I will very much be playing that on stream. So yeah, this is the game that Bear's playing today. I can't say I'm particularly interested in this, but if you want to play the demo, this is out there now, I believe. No idea how big it is, but it's kind of a class-based shooter. It looks like it kind of has Destiny-ish vibes. Powers and weird alien creatures and shoot. Shoot, man, shoot. But yeah, if you want to play Outriders, I think you can do that now. I don't know if it's only on PS4/PS5 though. Speaking about shooters, Anthem next update cancelled due to COVID-19 complications. Anthem, I think, is officially dead. I think this is where Anthem's journey ends. So a game that has had such a sordid story and disappointments all round, and looks like COVID they couldn't survive it. So BioWare and EA have decided that Anthem will not continue, and they will be working on a new game. And yeah, not fantastic. Like, so one of the things that it says, however, Daily also moved from working from Anthem to Dragon Age 4's development. So we're going to see a lot of the Anthem people working on Dragon Age 4, which might be a good thing, it might be a bad thing. But what I will say is that there's another article that I do have that I think it's related to this. If I could find it at a glance. Yep. Once it loads, sit tight, chat. Report. Following Anthem's struggles, EA drops multiplayer from Dragon Age 4. So supposedly, Anthem was going to be a baseline for them to figure out how to make their future games to have them more multiplayer and more live service based, which they did not do well. They failed completely at it. So we do have a situation now where they're going to go more pure with Dragon Age 4. Now, I'm not a fan of Dragon Age 3. I didn't even, like, Dragon Age 2 was okay. Dragon Age 1 is still a dear RPG to me. I think it's very, very good. Dragon Age 3 really rubbed me the wrong way. But yeah, Dragon Age 4, probably going to be more like Dragon Age 3 than ever before now if they're going to continue on the par. So, but a big thing is to note, BioWare has lost a lot of people over the past few years. They've lost some very, very key individuals. So it is curious what the team will look like and whether or not they will be hiring on particular staff. But definitely one of those things where, shit, Dragon Age 4, at least it's not getting multiplayer, I guess. I think that is a good thing. The Evil King and the Good Hero is a storybook JRPG from Nippon Ichi. So if you did not play the previous game they released, which was very much in this art style, I'm trying to think of the name of it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Liar Princess. The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. It was a very short game. It was very sweet. And if you haven't played it, go check it out. But it very much had this art style. So this is their new title they're working on, and it looks very cute also. I love it. It's just almost the same art style. The lines are a lot less thick, but it's a very, very soft look to it. Oh, look at the little dragon. He's so adorable. I hadn't actually watched this trailer yet. Aww. Why do I feel like heartache is about to occur? You can't have a happy thing in a Japanese little story. I love he wears a little bucket as a hat. Oh, okay. They're actually showing combat. At least it's got a lot more color, I think, this time around compared to the last one, so. There's a little fox man. Wolf man? Oh my god, the dragon's actually watching over. Oh, he's become like a hero now? No, he's destined to kill the dragon? Is that meant to be the story? I wish I could understand the Japanese that it's appearing on screen. It's very cute. I'm really, really excited for that game. Oh my god, so Monster Hunter. Not really too much news this time around. We're probably going to have more news in the future related to this, but what kind of a monster would you be in Monster Hunter Rise? Reveals these new little icons. We've got a completely different art style for the monster icons in the journal, but we do have all of them here now that people have done them. So basically, you could do a what monster were you quiz, and then you would get one of the monsters from this list here, just as sort of as a fun thing. But I like this because it was a nice little fun reveal to see some of this like artwork that we hadn't seen for these monsters before. Is that Basiroth down here? I don't know what that is. I think it's Basiroth. But yeah, some of them we've seen before in the demo, but some of them we haven't. Like Tiger X looks fantastic. Diabolus looks hilarious to me. But yeah, these are pretty cool. I like these a lot. So art style for Rise, very, very strong. Skullgirls 2 Encore Previous DLC is now available for free. So if you have Skullgirls Encore, second Encore, you will be getting free DLC, which includes Squiggly, Big Band, Eliza, Beowulf, and Robo Fortune. That's a lot of characters. Man, I forget that Squiggly is a DLC character. She's the first one, I believe. She was really good. She's really fun to play. Eliza, Beowulf, and Robo Fortune. Yeah, so shit. If you haven't played Skullgirls and you like fighting games, by the way, Skullgirls, extremely fun. It's a very, very fun. It's probably the best indie fighting game, especially in the West, that I've ever played, and it has a lot of content. I know that the IP has changed hand and all the controversy around that, but Skullgirls itself is still very good. So, yeah. And it still has a really big community. People just always wanting to play Skullgirls. Pokemon! So, I talked about this earlier. Pokemon will be having a presentation tomorrow, or I think later tonight at 2 AM for Australia. I won't be doing it live. It's 2 AM. I'm not doing a stream at 2 AM. So we will check this out tomorrow. We'll probably do a little Let's Watch. I think it's supposedly it's 20 minutes. People are unsure what it's going to be in it. Very likely Pokemon Unite will probably get something in it. There's the Post Malone thing. I don't know if they're going to talk about that. There is some, like a mystery code. So there's little things happening. But this is the 25th anniversary, and I believe it's the anniversary for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. So people are really thinking that we're going to see the remakes re-revealed here. I honestly can't say that I have confidence that they will be, but I would like to see them there. I think now would be the time, but hold your horses. It might not be it. Pokemon is a little unpredictable right now, but we will probably, maybe we might see more of Snap, but I also don't think we will because we already saw it in the last one. But yeah, 20 minutes is not very long. It's not long, but it's not short. Like we will probably see at least 3 things. That feels about like 3 things to me. So yeah, sit tight and we'll check it out tomorrow. Valheim hits 4 million sales and 500,000 concurrent plays. I actually think it almost hit 1 million at one point, but I might have misread the article. But Valheim still kicking off. This is double from last time, by the way. It's literally doubled every week that it's been out. So Valheim is really doing well. So if you like those survival games and you want to play with people, there's plenty of people to play with, I think. But yeah, it's always nice to see these though. Subnautica Below Zero launches on May 14th on all platforms. All platforms. It's literally all platforms. Wow. And I assume that there must be some people in my chat that have watched Subnautica, but or played Subnautica rather. It's not my type of game, but it's really got a really crazy beloved developer. Like they really enjoy making this game, obviously, because they've made so much content for it, and all of it has made their fans happy. This is a series. If you're a fan of this game, whoa, there's a human. Wait, hang on. There's humans in. Interesting. So yeah, I think that if you're a fan of these types of games, holy shit, you are very fortunate. Survival game underwater. Samurai Warriors release date falls in July outside of Japan. So Samurai Warriors, we talked about this. This was in the Nintendo Direct. First revealed for the Switch. I think that it's also going to be on other platforms. Yeah, it's on other platforms. But they did a presentation last night. So if you have not played a Samurai Warriors games, they are the Warriors games. They are the Dynasty Warriors games. They are all of these Hyrule Warriors. This is the main core of them. And the Warriors games are pretty fun. They're just dumb fun. But yeah. Looks like June 24th and then July 27th for the rest of the world. So, yeah, it's not too far off, but should be fun. Gonna try and keep up the pace because we're towards the end now. Hot Wheels Unleashed announced for PS5. We're getting a Hot Wheels game. I can't remember the last time we got a Hot Wheels game. Not necessarily I play any of them. I actually was watching Samurai Corrupt one the other day, Unknown Samurai, and shit, it didn't look too bad of a game. But if you're into dumb races, again, we've got another racing game being promoted here. But if you just like your dumb, silly little races that aren't sim races, games like these are just fun. Get a little cinematic. This is actually not a bad little cinematic. They actually look like toys. I like this. They've done the lighting extremely well. The lighting and the shading is very good in this little cinematic trailer. Then again, Hot Wheels has money. I think Hot Wheels must have a lot of money. Even still. Kids' toys do a lot of money. I like they're not really revealing the gameplay itself though. It's just, you know, it's a racer. Here's a shiny cute little racer that we're going to show off here. There's a lot of effort here. There's a lot of effort. Whichever the team... Oh my god, they've got... Guys. It's Mario Kart 8. Hot Wheels became Mario Kart 8. Oh, they understand the weight and the size of them very well. This is very cool. There we go. That's pretty cool. I actually dig that. Caliga 2 Effect Caliga Effect 2 Story Details and Characters. I never played the original, but the art in this one is so gorgeous. I really kind of want to play this one. I literally don't have any idea about them. I don't know if it's very visual novel heavy or what, but I really kind of want to play this one. Yeah. The art is sublime. It's so good. But yeah, wow, they have a lot. Do they have gameplay footage? No gameplay footage, only screenshots. Lots of screenshots. But yeah, wow, that's a lot of screenshots revealed for that game. Destiny 2 delays Witch Queen expansion in 2022. So, yeah, delays. And for Destiny as well, which is pretty bad because MMOs really suffer from delays like this. I have no idea if the content slope has been really bad of recent, but Destiny definitely getting one of those how do I say, like it's being hit hard by all of this. So who knows if their bigger plans are being involved, like are we getting a Destiny 3? Are they going to be releasing more expansions? Not really sure, but I know people still enjoy it, like Bear still plays it and stuff like that, and Al, but yeah. Unfortunate. Sephiroth University statue welcomes students to study. I saw this article. I have no idea what this is talking about. Kyoto University has a new statue to encourage soon-to-be students. Final Fantasy VII Sephiroth. What? The campus is famous for its bust of Captain Orita. Oh yeah, I remember that. The school changes its image annually during entrance exams. Current one is Sephiroth. I have not seen this. Oh my god. Amazing. I like that he's got a stick too. It's really funny. And there's a barrow just around. That's really funny. I like when you just come across weird little news pieces like that. They make my day. Animal Crossing Sanrio amiibo cards will unlock villages in New Horizon. I didn't realize they'd unlock villages. So, Sanrio. We knew these items would be coming. We've seen lots of people cheat them into the game, so they've been in the code for a while. But yeah, it looks like we're getting actual characters. This is a 2-minute trailer for Sanrio characters. There's a Hello Kitty outfit. Alright, these are pretty cute. Fuck, Sanrio too cute. They're illegal. Like they're at dominance. Had to go have lunch with a girlfriend. You can go back 30-40 minutes. DJ, it's gone now. The time is gone. Don't worry, there's always you can be the little dog. You can always watch the VODs or YouTube. Oh my god, look at a potty dog! The amount of Hello Kitty stuff in my house. Wait, you guys have a lot of Hello Kitty stuff, really? I'm surprised my girlfriend doesn't have a whole heap. That was one of the things when I do plan to take her over to Japan, and when we go over, I really want to take her to some of the. It's everywhere. Hello Kitty is everywhere. I can't stress how big it is in Japan. Sanrio is monstrously big in Japan, and man, there's a lot. Guys, I just want to point out for a second, I've just realized there is way more Sanrio items in Animal Crossing from this trailer than there was in the fucking Mario or Nintendo one. Sanrio, powerful. This is nutty. Pound cake. I'll pound your cake. Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty everywhere. I like the Karopi one. What the heck? That's so strange. Are these new characters? Hang on. Are these? I think these are new characters. I don't think I recognize those ones. But yeah, if you want those, you can get a little collection pack that has all the codes. And yeah. Sanrio. It's Sanrio Animal Crossing collaboration pack, software update on March 18th. So you can get them on March 18th. That's a lot. That's a lot of content for that. I actually am surprised just how much content was in that. That's weird. Hello Kitty is one of the highest grossing franchises of all time. It really is, CJ. It's terrifying. Oh, alright, we've looped back around to Final Fantasy. So we're actually amongst the reveals that would have happened today. So, Battle Royale action game, Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier, announced for iOS and Android. So if you remember, we actually talked about how 2 or 3 different IPs were copyrighted. Ever Crisis, First Soldier, and there was a third one. I can't remember what the third one is. But we're getting a Battle Royale Final Fantasy game. This very much looks very similar to how they were trying to do the Final Fantasy 15 content multiplayer thing. I don't know who this is for again, but this was definitely not in the Sony presentation, so... Whoa, hang on, whoa, whoa, whoa. 30 years before the events of Final Fantasy VII. So this is Soldier. I don't know who that is. Is that the president when he was younger? To supplement their military power. Is this... Oh my god, is this waging war against... No, they wouldn't. Shinra forms Soldier, Experimental Groups Corps. I love everyone's already got silly outfits. You can just be chocobos. What? Oh my god, hang on. They have like 15 areas, but they're completely different. It's a shooter. It is just a shooter. With powers. They've just extended out a lot of areas. Made a lot of areas a lot flatter too. You can heal. Whoa, what the fuck was that? He put arrow down and then he jumped on it and they just went straight up and then kicked the dude. Amazing. Oh god, this looks awkward. How are they running around? Oh, there's melee. Oh shit, there's like, you can do sword attacks and stuff. You can summon in a battle royale. You can make summons in a battle royale. Okay, this is a little cool. I'm not sure I would play this, but okay, this is a little cool. Wait, there's boss battles. Hang on, is this a battle royale? You're just fighting Scorpion Tank. You can kill the opponent's summon. Become history's first soldier. What is this? Who is this for and why? This is going to sell very well. I was not expecting that at all, chat. Alright. Well, a battle royale. Square's still wanting to capitalize on the battle royale. But, right. It looks okay. It's still a mobile game. You guys know how I feel about watered down mobile games, but at least it has a decent amount of shit going on in a battle royale game. Don't know if people will take to it. It might be too much for that, like, style of game, but it's interesting nonetheless. Anyway, here's the next one. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis announced for iOS and Android. 2 mobile titles. Now, Square have not, like, they've done mobile titles, even for 7 actually, before, so this isn't weird. Their mobile titles are usually actually quite good. They're quite quality. Bit expensive, usually. I think they're usually like $6 on the store. But yeah. The fantasy of being a final person left on the battlefield. It'll do alright in Southeast Asia. It 100% will, CJ. It really will. It's kind of disappointing in a way, but at least there's game. Not all games are made for me. That's what I will say. Not all games are made for everyone. It's annoying if story is hidden in behind it though, and there's actually dialogue and things like that to the expanded universe that I'll have to learn. But anyway, Ever Crisis. So, if you did not see, massive spoiler. I'm about to state a massive spoiler. Actually, I won't talk about it. We'll watch this trailer. I want to see what this teaser actually has because I might be wrong. Another possibility for a remake. Wait, what? No! No, shut up! Wait, this looks like 7. An episodic return of Final Fantasy VII's world with a nostalgia visual twist. Huh? Is this it's... Hang on, are they doing the 15 thing again? I think they're literally just doing 15, where they're making a version of the game, but a mobile version? Remake, we've got to remake 7, what's when you can do it twice. It really is. Also the art style for the portraits is bizarre. Why didn't they just go Nomura style? So far it looks a lot like 7. But I'm fairly sure this is remake. This is remake. This is remake, guys. Final Fantasy VII 2 Remake 4K HD Remaster Pocket Edition VR Complete Collection 64. Oh my god. But we did see something in the thing up earlier, which I think might make this different. Wait, hang on. Whoa. It's turn-based combat. Okay, so it's turn-based combat. So it's Final Fantasy VII. Is this more Final Fantasy VII than Remake was? They said episodic, so my assumption is that it will probably follow the plot of Remake and be episodic. I love it. It just looks like 7 Remake. What? Features the entire compilation of Final Fantasy VII and more. What? What do you mean? What does this mean? Sorry, hang on. What does that mean? Seven Advent Children, Crisis Core, Before Crisis, Crisis Core, Dirge of Cerberus. Hang on, sorry. They're not remaking those. I'm assuming they means all these games are inside. That's a movie, by the way. What am I looking at right here? It's doing the whole series. What do you mean? What do you mean? What is this? What am I looking at here? It's Zack. So we saw this in the thumbnail. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Is this the ultimate Final Fantasy VII Never Ends? Sorry, that was Crisis Core. You can once again dirge your Cerberus. Fuck, no one wants to play Dirge. Okay, so let's take a step back. Each of these are different things. Final Fantasy VII, the original RPG. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children is a movie. Final Fantasy VII Before Crisis was a mobile game, which was mostly text-based, and it was a weird turn-based thing. Really old. If you go look up that game, it looks really fucking old. It's a super, super old game. Crisis Core and Dirge of Cerberus were 2 handheld titles. One was a pseudo-action game with weird card systems, and then Dirge of Cerberus was a weird third-person shooter playing as your vampire boy. Like, this is so strange. Dirge of Cerberus. Oh, Dirge of Cerberus. Yeah, you're totally right. It was a PS2 game. You're totally, totally right. Redemption Tune was an amazing DOC. Redemption Tune, like the main theme. Dirge of Cerberus. So okay, we watched that thing for Final Fantasy earlier, and I brought up Deep Down. Fuck me. I don't want Deep Down to return into the lore. The fact that they're acknowledging these 2 games means that Deep Down is going to be a reality. The bizarre prequel plot stuff of Final Fantasy VII is fully being canonized, and I think Nomura is going to go nuts with it, and Crisis Core and Dirge of Cerberus's plots are coming back. I kind of want to go rewatch that trailer now. Might be one of the things we might actually do during this news before I finish up. That's insane. This is insane. This is ridiculous. I still don't know. Does this mean that this is Crisis Core? Is this Crisis Core we're seeing right here? I don't understand. I like that the article doesn't even go into further detail. It's literally just states what's there. Is a chapter-structured single-player experience which will cover the whole Final Fantasy VII timeline, including events of the original game along with the compilation, as well as new story events pinned to Final Fantasy VII Remake's story and scenario. Surrounding the origins of Soldier. So, does that mean we're getting like weird redos of the tellings of events in Advent Children, Before Crisis, Crisis Core, and Dirge of Cerberus? Ugh. By Deep Down, I assume you're referring to Deep Down, the working title of the single multiplayer co-op dungeon crawler. No, I'm not. It's called Deep Down, isn't it? Have I got the name now? Wrong. Deep Down FF7? Deep Ground. I got it wrong. It's Deep Ground. This entire set of circumstances related to Deep Ground kind of suck. If you haven't read it, I will give you guys some supplemental reading, but holy shit. If they're putting that back into the universe, I'm not too happy. I kind of want to play... I want to play Crisis Core again. I don't want to play some weird rehash version of Crisis Core. It's a weird game. I kind of dislike it. I don't want to play Dirge of Cerberus again ever. Like, that game, no fun. That game is frustrating. I mean, you guys know how I feel about shooters on console, but... Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. So we saw this. So we actually... I'm going through articles now because I wasn't sure if we would be covering this tomorrow or today. But yeah. Crash Bandicoot's about time PS5. So if you missed a lot of this stuff, those articles were from the State of Play that we just watched earlier. And it wasn't too bad, but a lot of rehash stuff. But in particular, they gave us a 7 remake Intergrade. So we're getting a DLC chapter with Yuffie, adding Yuffie into the story much earlier. And she seems to be attacking Midgar, or investigating Midgar. Yeah. They had a very particular moment during this Intergrade that I wanted to talk about. Let me see. I'm gonna try and find it. Again, this game looks fantastic. Visually, all the models, fantastic job. This game, very fun. Very frustrating. There is a moment in this trailer that I want to go over, which makes me suggest Deep Ground is... This is Deep Ground. They're Deep Ground outfits. They 100% are. Look at this. Watch this.
Not your sister.
They're Deep Ground outfits.
There you are.
Who are these jerks?
No clue. It just appeared. Now, let
Look at him.
the hunch begin.
So, I don't know if this is a redo of one of the characters in Dirge of Cerberus or Crisis Core. I don't think it's Angelo. It doesn't look like Angelo or the 3 Sephiroth brothers. It doesn't look like any of the Sephiroths. This looks like something else. He looks like a new one. And I don't know, like, they're seeming to add new soldiers into the story. Genesis, thank you, Tanuki. He doesn't look like Genesis. He looks like something else. So I don't know if this is a redo for Genesis, but yeah. Final Fantasy VII on console, third-person shooter on console. No. Third-person shooter on console is actually good. Yeah, you're right. They're not too bad. First person kind of sucks. I actually don't like shooters on consoles really too much at all. I'm sorry, what? Sephiroth has brothers. Yes. Sephiroth has 2 other brothers. Genesis and Angelo. Angelo is the precursor to Zack. And Genesis is... Sephiroth before Sephiroth, essentially. And... Yeah, Sephiroth's kind of a good guy. Initially. Kinda. But, I feel like this might be suggesting that there is another soldier that exists, first class, which means that I don't know. Tanuki, I'm not crazy. This isn't anyone. Also, this looks like a Kingdom Hearts design to me. Like, he looks very much like a Kingdom Hearts character. Yeah. The thing. Wait, whoa! Fucking back up! This man has a gunblade? Is that a gunblade? Does this man have a gunblade? Are we Squall here? Shit. This man got immediately cooler, by the way. I think this man has a gunblade. He has a sword and a gunblade. The date is 10th of June. Still a little while away, but I'm now excited just to see Gunblade Man. But Yuffie's coming back. That's okay. Interesting. I'm not the biggest Yuffie fan ever, but at least giving her more story. She doesn't really have too much story in actual 7 because she's a weird side character. I mean, I don't know. She gets a decent amount, but like, she's a very weird side character. You can miss her completely. Yeah. Alright, I kind of probably should have finished on that Final Fantasy VII news, but one last piece of news, everyone. We're literally at the end. We're literally at the end of the story. Sony shutting down Japan studio development in a report. So this one, for you, CJ, for Genki as well. A vast majority of the staff from NAC and Ape Escape Studio have been let go, while Astro Boy Team becomes its own separate studio. So I've talked about how good Astrobot, that game was. But yeah. Fairly sure that means that Ape Escape and NAC going underground for quite some time if they're ever to return. But yeah. So we actually had this news earlier in the year. Gravity Rush director Koichiro Toyama co-founded Bokeh Games, and the Bloodborne producer Teruyuki Toriyama have both left to make their own studios, which has left quite a lot, quite a sizable hole in the team. So yeah, Ape Escape, Patted Upon, Loco Roco, Knack. I mean, I don't know about Knack, but these other titles are very good. So, a little sad. It also assisted in studios making games like Last Guardian, Days Gone, and the remake of Demon's Souls. So, a little sad. We'll see what they do. This will probably not shake up the industry per se, but we might actually see some new development teams coming about, and we might see Sony Studios restructure slightly for some of those games. But yeah, Ape Escape has been underground for like 15 fucking years. I'm sorry, man. I think it's pretty dead. It's pretty dead. A gunblade is a stupid old-timey weapon from the 1800s. Yeah, but they don't really work how they did in Final Fantasy, but they're pretty cool. Look at this stupid thing. Like, it's like the precursor to the Bayonetta. But yeah. And I think that's all the news. Oh my gosh. This has been a long one. This has been 2.5 hours almost of news. I feel very exhausted from this. Apologies if it seems like that. I think I went overboard. I opened so many articles today, I'm like, I'm gonna die at the end of this, aren't I? But yeah, we did like almost 2.5 hours of news. A lot of it was watching the other State of Play, which I did enjoy. But yeah. See if there's anything extra right at the very end before we cap off. The Battle Royale, the studio, Sanrio. Yeah, we've pretty much seen all this. Your boy, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 to be directed by Part 1 co-director. Now, oh, okay, that's pretty big news. This is something worth reading. So I hadn't actually read this. So if you don't know, Nomura had been doing the directing for 7 Remake. He was taken off from doing Kingdom Hearts because I think 3 was coming to its end, so they just needed to finish it up. But yeah, today we announced that 3 Final Fantasy VII titles, but as I mentioned, I'm personally moving to work on more projects than now ever before. So Nomura is got his hands in so many pies, but he's stepping down to become a creative director, and Naoki Hamaguchi, who was the co-director, is now going to be taking over as lead director. So, yeah, I think that's a good thing. Nomura needs maybe a little less creative control. I don't know. Nomura needs to be kept on a leash. I feel like he seems to be the type of person where it's like, if you look at what 7 has become, not including the spin-offs prior to this, but as Remake exists, not completely as a normal remake, it's something else. 7 Remake is a different game, and it's pretty fucking different, not just in terms of gameplay, but also in story and some of the weird design choices that have come around it. So perhaps this is a good thing, but it is yet to be seen. So I think we'll finish the news. I am very exhausted. Holy crap. I need to take a break now. And I think I'll be back with Monster Hunter. Like, we'll be starting Monster Hunter a little bit early. So, yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a quick break, and then I'll come back with Monhun, and we'll probably do that for like 3 hours or so. I won't have my compatriot in Crime Bear, but I think Prince will be joining me today. So I think that's the plan. Anyway, I'm BRB. Hope you enjoyed the news. I'm very tired. And yeah. What a weird... This is a lot of news. I need to find a better format, guys. I think we may have to go back to what it was in the past, where we had 2 gaming news segments, because one gaming news segment is a lot to consume. It might be good for a podcast, like people have talked about. This might be appropriate podcast material, but as it stands right now, we're approaching the mark of like almost 2 hours on a news segment each week, and I mean, I don't mind doing it. It's just I feel myself like sort of as we move further into each of the ones becomes a little bit more exhausting, and I can feel people sort of zoning out a little bit. Have a podcast with guests. I don't know how much of a format it would be. CJ, so here's the thing. So the format as it currently stands is a lot of reading of news articles and having a little 2-bit thing on it, and then we move on. If we were to have it as a guest-related one, I think the hard part is we enter the realm of discussions, back and forth, and that can extend it out even further. So the only way that would really work is if, 1, either I did editing, or 2, we are okay with it being a very extended out period and we have it as almost a 3-hour podcast. And I don't know how much I feel about that. Like, it could end up bloating out that far. So there's a particular podcast I listen to, or a egg timer. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be very good at that. And I'd feel, I don't really want to put people on the clock. If I had guests, that would put, I think, put people on the clock. And I don't know how I'd feel about that. But especially with it flexes how many articles we have. Like, some weeks there's a lot, some weeks there's not many. But what I will say is there's a podcast I listen to, the Castle Super Beast. I used to listen to it a lot. I don't listen to it anymore. So it's the old Super Best Friends group. And their podcasts have gotten out of control. They do podcasts for like, I don't know, almost like 5 hours sometimes. Like, it's so long. And I don't know, like, feel like some people like consuming a podcast of that size. They can listen over a course of a week. But I don't know if I really want to produce content in that sort of format. But anyway, I try to keep mine around an hour. I think 2 hours, I think, is about good. I think 1 hour to 2 hours is quite nice. And you can have like a little break at like the halfway point and stuff like that. But for me, because I can talk like forever without a break, I do get extremely exhausted. Probably not the best idea, but you know, it's not the worst. But well, I'll save that discussion for later. We can have a think about it. I might talk to people about it. I might try and figure out. I don't know if I really want to edit my own podcast necessarily, but multiple people have brought it up now. So stats say most common podcast length is 40 minutes. That's quite short. I think even if I cut out the guff, that would be very difficult. I'd have to not cover every piece of news if that was the case, CJ. Anyway, thank you all for watching the news. I'm going to BRB now, and we'll be back with Monster Hunter. Not Rise, not World, but GU. I kind of want to... I don't know what I want to do in GU, I'm going to be honest. Anyway, I'm going to BRB. Bye.